So your mom's dad, your grandfather, was what? A prisoner?
Prisoner of war.
Prisoner of war. Where?
In Japan.
In Japan. Yeah. And how did that happen? How did he end up becoming... Was there like a invasion of the Japanese?
He was captured.
He was captured. He was the finance...
The finance officer.
Officer, minister. And didn't you have to quickly bury a bunch of money?
Yeah, he did. How'd you know that?
Oh, you told me. What was it? He had to bury some...
He had to bury the money.
Bury the money?
So the Japanese couldn't get it.
The Japanese couldn't get it. And then when the Japanese did invade and capture them, they took them on some kind of a... something.
A death march?
Death march. What was that all about?
A long march.
A long march. It was a march in the Philippines, wasn't it? They were in the Philippines. They took them on a march. It was like the March of March of Bataan. The March of Bataan. Wasn't that a march in the Philippines? The Japanese forced the Americans to go on this long march.
Yeah.
And so they went marching on this long, and a lot of the people that were on the march didn't make it, right?
Some didn't.
Some didn't make it. But he ended up surviving, even though he was an older man.
Yeah, if you fall behind, they'd shoot him.
Oh my God. But they didn't shoot your grandfather.
No, he managed to make it.
I wonder why. Didn't they? They kind of had a respect for old...
He was a colonel.
He was a colonel, yeah. He was a colonel, so he was a little bit older.
Yeah.
And I think the Japanese had a certain kind of respect
for age.
For age, they didn't kill the older. And then he was in this prison camp for many years.
Yeah.
And he had to live off of what? What was like? He only could. He didn't get much food, right? It was just he'd live off.
I don't know.
A ball of
rice.
Ball of rice.
Yeah.
Like
Rice.
Just a little ball of rice that he would live off. So he was actually probably pretty skinny when.
Oh yeah,
when they
he was
finally
very
captured
skinny
him.
when he came home.
Yeah. And so they brought him back to Atherton.
Then he put on a pound a day.
Oh, did he really? He put on a pound every day to replenish his health? Jeez. And then what was it? What else? What was it like for him? He came back to his house in Atherton, right on 52 Wilburn Drive.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did he? And he started to. He spent a lot of time out in the back with a garden, didn't he? Just doing some gardening.
He was a gardener.
He was a gardener. So just recovering from the trauma, probably from being a prisoner.
Yeah.
For all that time. He ended up writing a story, didn't he?
Did he?
He wrote a story about it.
Yeah. His life in the prison.
His life in the prison camp. I think the story was called I Was There.
It happened to me.
It happened to me, yeah, exactly. He watched people be killed and everything. And I think there was a newspaper article of your mom, Mimi, seeing him come off the plane, being reunited after...
I remember the photograph.
Yeah, being reunited after all these years.